Everyone come back. We're having a retrial.
Bro, this bozo is taking so long, I ain't wasting my time with this crap.
Hello guys, today we have a case about like King God Leviathan and the following crime statue will go over as exhibit. Let's say the crimes you're accused of.
Oh my god!
This is going to be a long video. Anyways, let's go.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I will defend Rubbish Monster right here. As you know, he became a slave of this good Leviathan. That's against independent tank rights. And if he's your prisoner, you should treat him at least well, and not forcing him to wear a literal necklace with a bomb. And ownership of Rubbish Monster has changed hands to Mimic, so Leviathan should have no interference with him. He died and got resurrected twice, and was a slave at least 3 times in the Maze of Death, by the Germans and the Soviets. Your Honor, good Leviathan is guilty for oppression of prisoners, tank rights and murder attempt.
Objection! The Russian tanks gave him the bomb necklace, not Leviathan. They're the ones who can make him explode. Also, Mimic literally committed identity theft when he possessed Leviathan's body after he died. So he illegally only took ownership of the accomplices, but also killed them right after.
Russia is under Leviathan's influence. He gives command and the Soviets just do it anyway. That is dictatorship. After the first resurrection, Mimic killed them. Second resurrection, they became slaves again. And when they almost died, Mimic left them in unconditional freedom. Rubbish Monster should have been free because he was abandoned by the Mimic. Of course, this case isn't about Mimic, it's about Leviathan. We're only talking about Leviathan's crimes and not Mimic. If you throw away a phone because you don't care about it anymore and really want to throw it away, don't get mad when someone takes it. Your demands are very weak and not connected to the court. Rubbish Monster literally get thrown away by everyone like rubbish.
Stalin and that second in command are the one leading the Russians, not Leviathan. Also, Mimic didn't leave them. He killed them, then resurrected them.
I beg your pardon?
Stalin is indeed still ruling the Soviet Union, but there, under Leviathan's influence. Mimic left Rubbish Monster after he and Hypno died during a battle. Mimic thought he's dead, so he just left Rubbish Monster. But he in fact is still alive. And in that situation, he is in unconditional freedom from slavery. So I, lawyer of Rubbish Monster, claim this good Leviathan guilty for violation of tank rights, slavery, false imprisonment in his basement and dictatorship, and free Rubbish Monster from slavery formally.
It's very good.
Ladies, gentlemen, and tanks of this court, today we have gathered here to prosecute the so-called Leviathan. I have solid evidence that proves Leviathan's guilt in the charge of false imprisonment and slavery. You see, Leviathan has a history of slave labor and false imprisonment. For when he wasn't putting on a show of being good, he had a whole Polish slave camp, which to prove that he is the same Tank K as the past Leviathan, Morak states when he finds good Leviathan, is this the last good piece of his soul? So it seems Leviathan may be suffering from multiple personalities disorder, and poor Garbage Man is just another victim of his oppression.
Accused for ruining the plot, accused for ruining the image of Leviathan, accused for threatening, accused for being a femboy, and accused for being at the fight with KB-54.
So he wore a maid dress, is gay, racist, has killed his literal father, enslaved his brother, gave death threats to Rubbish, pretty much everything he has done to Rubbish, and yeah, him against him, and they call him Good Leviathan? Yeah, right.
One thing, he wore a maid dress.
Haven't watched him animations in a long time, but I can tell he's definitely guilty.
I mean, it's alright, like...
Justice for Garbage Man. Fraud Leviathan is accused of modern slavery, assault and battery, identity theft, first-degree gooner bait, and probably resisting arrest.
The Homeowners Association!
He's getting away!
He is a false hero, a fraud, and he should get a real job instead of bullying our goat Garbage Man.
To Leviathan, do you think people believe you by your looks? You think you're good because the Soviets and the Germans see your heroic acts, but you lose to hypnosis. hypnosis the first monster from the Maze of Death. He was defeated easily by Rattay, but you can't! Leviathan does not directly fight enemies, and forces others to fight instead.
He's guilty of fraud because we see a young evil Leviathan in a flashback, but we also see a good Leviathan as an adult in his flashback. It doesn't make sense.
Leviathan is a good guy who's innocent.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Guilty for existing.
He wore a maid suit for a whole episode, which is a crime punishable for up to 50 billion seconds, Your Honor.
Your Honor, this kind of Leviathan isn't kind at all. He tortured a garbage man even though he already suffered a large Leviathan treated him like a pest. I haven't been watching all my animation, but I think he was the one that claimed to get Texicus, which caused the mess. He might look like an angel, but he still has the old Leviathan in there. Never judge a book by its cover, even if the book was given a false title.
Your Honor, I need justice. That loser stole my identity and destroyed my reputation.
This Leviathan is just a fraud and deserves to be guilty.
He is racist. He enslaved a black tank.
Against Leviathan, Spanish Gustav has the word.
You're a lobby against!
Same, to be honest.
Guilty, guilty, life in prison.
Yeah, end of the case.
Make that more than 20
and
years.
should wear his maid outfit and drop
Leviathan
his
is
son.
guilty.
A few moments later.
Note that the courtroom is fixed. Let's continue.
Your Honor, we claim is guilty of stealing identity, mass murder, and torture. But his color is white, that's why I think he is innocent.
Notice how Leviathan enslaved Garbage Man? If you take a look at him, you'll notice he is black. But then Leviathan makes the Soviets upgrade him. He covered up some of his black parts. This obviously proves that this so-called good Leviathan is actually racist.
He is accused of torture, threatening, and abusement to Garbageman, as he treated him badly and even threatened to kill him even when he followed the orders.
Even Cataclysm 001 has more honor so against good Leviathan.
If Leviathan didn't belong to her nations, yet Hope doesn't deserve him, he would not been a fraud, guilty, charged in crime, so my answer, he's guilty.
My allegations are that he claims to be good, yet he acts more evil than the actual evil Leviathan, not giving two shits about rubbish, or that he lost to an obvious higher techno tank like Techno KV-54, acting like a slave owner, acting like even more shitty brother to Morok, getting mad over Morok, caring for KV-6. That's my case.
Ladies, gentlemen, and...
Your Honor, this shit is AI generated, plus I ain't reading all of that.
Fine by me!
Oh my god. Enough!
Your Honor, as a Russian fighter jet, I thought Leviathan was kind after he saved Rubbish Monster from the Techno Demons. Rubbish Monster was looking at good Leviathan, and good Leviathan just scared him to look forward to the base, and my thought that good Leviathan was half guilty and half innocent, I think.
You can only pick one.
Okay, guilty.
Your Honor, Leviathan is guilty for taking his anger on Garbage Man.
I mean, it's alright, like...
Hey, he's guilty. A good spirit becomes bad spirit.
It will trust. Your Honor, Leviathan is guilty. His crimes is wearing the maid dress, enslaving, corruption, being a fraud are the worst things, and last of all is identity theft.
Slavery, corruption, fraud, and wearing a maid dress? So messed up against good Leviathan.
I may love enslavement. Huh? But I don't like to needlessly torture them for my mistake. Against Levia for sure.
There's something seriously wrong with you.
I have a demand on Leviathan. Why doesn't he send Mimic to the battlefront while is seen by Morok while he's in the politics with the Miss Soviet?
Your Honor, he joins last second to steal the kill and tries to gain his so-called reputation. He enslaves his monsters for no reason and does nothing to stop the Techno Demons from taking over the entire plot. Plus, he could at least revive his monsters that died in battle like he did before. Even the Jaren Leviathan is a better version of Leviathan.
Your Honor, Leviathan's death. boss, and he's trying to enslave the remaining tanks of the Maze of Death and making the Soviets forget all the things he did by putting all the hate of rubbish dude even if he did way worse things than him in the past, plus almost making him commit kamikaze. He did this after he became white.
Your Honor, good angelic Leviathan is guilty because he made Garbageman / Rubbish Monster as his slave and treated him like shit. Corruption, total fraud, fodder, and stealing OG Leviathan's identity, trying to impersonate him.
Hamburger, 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 hamburger.
Against Leviathan for sure, because he's a two-faced, and you forgot to mention he made a fatal mistake bringing Toxic Us, causing anyone being infected, and didn't think of the consequences, even letting him revived. He didn't do anything wrong, and he will get a complex character and good writing.
Against because hell, now I'm defending a guy who made an innocent soul be enslaved.
Your Honor, Leviathan is a filthy war criminal. Even though it is said that he is a good guy, he is still technically evil since he is not giving Rubbish Monster any respect, and he is more evil than he ever was in the previous season, so I say good Leviathan is more evil than evil Leviathan.
Assault on a war veteran failing to stop IKEA demons, enslavement, mistreatment, letting hypnosis go. Your Honor, the jury calls Morak to stand as a witness to Leviathan's crimes against Garbage Monster. Your Honor, Gustav Kind Leviathan has harmed our poor homie Rubbish all because the fact that Rubbish was tasked to assist the Germans before the whole techno and droids thing, therefore Kind Leviathan is guilty and deserves to be made end of case.
Your Honor, not only Kind Leviathan enslaves someone on his own side, but also acts like a boss, even though he proves to be more like Fraudleader, so that means he should wear a maid dress. Your Honor, while I am also against Leviathan, I have to disagree with the last two accusations. However, there are other crimes he can be accused of and is guilty of, both when he was and after he stopped being evil, including threats of torture and death, physical and material abuse, putting others in danger, and later putting the blame for his failure on others. While I don't want to defend or accuse him, me or nobody else can deny the facts, and the fact is that Leviathan is still corrupt.
He is. Slavery. Sounds simple, right? But still enough to say that he's guilty, let alone the others, yet he's not showing any type repentance. Is he a good tank? No, he has an anti-tank ideology to his slave, and I still didn't talk about the fact that he does not show any types of no, I don't want to do this, he just doesn't. He'd make not a victim of himself, more like a psycho that calls what he has done good. Ladies and gentlemen, he's guilty.
Even Mimic or Demon Rate with his memories would have been better leaders for the Allies, as they are far more experienced and powerful, while this god Leviathan is a bark, no bite.
I present myself as a defender of Leviathan against the accusations made in this video.
Rejected for yapping.
Accused of sexually assaulting Morak at the age of 9.
Mr. Indian Master 96.
Are you sure?
Your Honor, my client Morak accuses Leviathan of sexually assaulting him at the age of 9 and says he was blackmailed by Leviathan to keep quiet.
Your Honor, my client is not guilty. I know Leviathan did a lot of bad things in the past, but he changed. Well, Leviathan treats Rubbish Monster like a servant or as a slave, because he might not like his old Frisian earths. I have no idea what to say about corruption. Never seen Leviathan like that. Well, Leviathan is not evil any or no ray. He might be still evil in his head, but he got no evil plans, and he is against the techno demons. I also don't know when Leviathan was being an Auroch, and I also don't know why Leviathan needed to wear a maid dress. He was just forced to clean the cave, or maybe he was forced as well to wear the dress. Nobody knows.
In his defense, Your Honor, 1. Garbage Man would have been turned to scraps by the techno demons if he had not saved him. Him using Garbage Man as a fodder was normal, since his plan was to distract KV-54 with Garbage Man and then completely laser the hell out of him. Unless Garbage Man was not given knowledge about this plan or have been forced to do it. But either way, if it were, then it could have been contributed to a greater cost.
Objection! Garbage Man was shocked after hearing the command, so he absolutely didn't know that he was treated like a meat shield.
He's guilty then. 2. No idea, Your Honor. I'm an idiot, so he's guilty for this charge. 3. It was shown, Your Honor, that good Leviathan was the original Leviathan until he was corrupted and turned to evil. It was shown in flashback with the cartographer.
I don't know.
4. In what way has he been a fraud, Your Honor? He had saved multiple Soviet soldiers from hypnosis and ended in a draw with him, both of which left both of them completely damaged. Was able to make KV-54 retreat, which paved way for the T-72 Parasite capturing the base. His battle with Mimic was reasonable, since Mimic was possessed by one of the strongest characters in the verse. Unless there is some flaw he has done, I say as politely that this is bias against good Leviathan because you like to hold one more.
Nope.
He was forced to wear a maid dress. If he hadn't, he would have been killed. This is a charge of coercion to the person who had forced him into doing it. He is completely innocent, Your Honor, for this so-called crime. Thank you for listening, Your Honor.
I mean, it's alright, like...
I can gladly say that all of this he's done is wrong. He enslaved a monster named Garbage Monster, who was rescued by Leviathan from the Technos. Leviathan said towards Garbage Monster, from what I heard was that he didn't save him out of pity. That means Leviathan has just been using advantage for him because of how strong he was in the past. But because of the normal material put on him, he was nothing but just paper armor. Leviathan also put a necklace on him. If he disobeyed his orders, one button, and the Garbage Monster to me. Leviathan is also accused of being a fraud, which is true because of his actions and corruption too. He only cares about himself if there were situations like this. Leviathan has also done identity theft, which means he stole the evil Leviathan's identity and appearance to try and convince everybody he is good, but in him he's bad. Now, I'm not trying to sound ridiculous, but wouldn't that mean there's still black energy inside him?
Huh?
Also, he had maid suit on, so he's guilty. No explanations.
No, everything is set. Let Mr. God Leviathan, do you have anything to say?
All I can say is this is the most unfair courtroom ever.
Wait, the jury might give you a chance.
Wait, for real.
The jury has decided. The court find Leviathan guilty of all charges and will be sentenced to life in prison with might suit on sharing the same cell as judge Holden. End of the case. Ya estoy hasta la puta madre, banda, tantos pinches idiomas, y la gente no más entiende a putazos.